We have arrived at New Zealand's only nuclear power plant. I'm just kidding, this is not nuclear. This is Ohaki Geothermal Power Station, and this is the ideal place to kick off super amazing Rotorua volcanic. So this whole area is a lot of geothermal activity, a lot of underground volcanic activity. When you drive around and you see steam coming out of the ground, that's steam. That's not a fire. And you can just drive through the countryside here and you'll see it everywhere. So we're going to go and see a few places with this visible geothermal activity around Rotorua. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. We just hope we get some good weather. The weather's been crap recently. Yeah, let's get started. Wai-o-tapu Thermal Wonderland is located on the road between Taupo and Rotorua. Wow, and what a rush it was getting here, because we've got to get our tickets and get to Lady Knox Geyser and rush down the path. Hopefully we get there in time, because it is advertised as erupting every day at 10:15 AM. Now I have to wonder, how do they make it erupt?
Also, you guys in the front rows, hopefully some of your backpackers are living out of your vans, because you guys will get a free shower today. Don't worry, the water will have reached you by the time, the water will have cooled down by the time it reaches you, so don't worry about that, but just a fair warning, you and your camera gear will get wet. But yeah, I'm going to get out of your guys' way so you can get the good photos. And yeah, just remember to take your cards with you and have a great day. Kia ora.
And it turns out the answer to that question is detergent. So they tell the story, but back in the old days when they discovered this geyser, the people were throwing detergent into the water just to get rid of it, and they didn't realise there's this geyser there, and the detergent is reacting with the minerals and stuff, which creates the spectacular eruption. Just prior to that eruption, the lady advises you, don't worry, you're going to get your fabulous Instagram photograph. And then after it's all finished, it leaves me wondering and kind of reflecting, and it's kind of like, how do they know to advertise this for being a 10:15 AM eruption? Because surely you'd be thinking to yourself, and as I'm walking down this walkway, I'm sort of musing to myself, surely they control eruption, because they couldn't possibly be advertising it as being something that, nature just automatically conforms with the tourist schedule. So I think you'd have to be silly to not realise that. Anyway, moving along down the walkway, finally into the Wai-o-tapu Geothermal Area Park. I have never been to a geothermal park before until now. This is the first one. Well, it's important that you read the safety signs. Now, as you walk through the park, there is a few different junction points. Some of them are going to take you up hills, some of them are going to take you down more along flat areas, some of it's going to take you past the real steamy parts. There's going to be up and down steps on some areas, so some of the park is wheelchair accessible and some of it is not. Decisions. Well, we paid full price. We do the whole thing. Okay, we figured it out. We know where to go now. park is bigger than I thought. There's a lot to see. There's a lot of walking. There's a lot of steps. But, you know, I think the amount of time that you're going to spend here to see everything is going to be value for money. You know, it was only like $32. I'm already quite impressed. As you navigate your way around the park, there's this sense of hidden danger. You're reminded of it. It's kind of inescapable. Why? All the warning signs that are telling you of the deadly hot water that will burn you. Check it out, it's the oyster pool. But I have a funny feeling that the oysters that are in there have probably been cooked already.
No, there's no oysters. None. There's the champagne pool. Today a bit cloudy, so I can't see a really the champagne pool colors.
The Champagne Pool is the largest lake in the wai-o-tapu thermal park, and people say that when you go there, the way it looks, the amount of steam and the colour kind of depends and changes based on the weather. So when we were there, it sort of looked bright green, kind of that colour, and a lot of steam coming off. There was so much steam coming off that it was just getting all fogged up. Lake Nakoro.
At the end of the park is Lake Nakora. It's a beautiful waterfall, but watch out, it's up to 100 degrees. So don't put your hands in or you'll get burned. We'll return to the champagne pool, but look at the steam. Far too much steam. The camera just get fogged up. We can't get a good picture.
Yeah, wai-o-tapu is located in the Taupo volcanic zone. It's a large thermal area where there's a lot of activity under the Earth's crust. It goes from Taupo all the way up to White Island, which is about 50 kilometers north of Whakatane, and only accessible by boat. The area covers 18 square kilometers and is the homeland of the Ngāti Whaoa tribe. And if you look closely, you can actually see in the video the Ohaki power station featured at the beginning of this video, just off in the far distance. Okay, well that just about wraps it up. However, don't tune out, we haven't finished yet. We've actually still got one more thing to see. Directions to the mud pool. So actually outside of the park, there's a mud pool. Let's go see the mud pool. Ah yes, the bubbling mud pool, the bubbling mud pool. This is actually not inside the wai-o-tapu park. Finally found the mud pool. But you can reach it. All you really got to do is just drive up the road about 1 kilometre. There is something epically mesmerising about watching bubbling mud. I just can't quite put it into words. You really have to be there. You have to experience it, to smell it. Anyway, I really enjoyed going to the wai-o-tapu park. I thought it was okay value for money. It's actually regarded as one of the best thermal parks to see in the Rotorua area. So if you're going to go to one and you hadn't decided, give this one a try.